Bonjour, you're still watching Bernama Today with me, Deepa, and today I have a special guest all in red. We have a matching dress code today because we're talking about Red Ribbons. Hi Sherin, how are you?
Good, how are you?
This is Sherin Wong and she's from the Red Ribbon Experiences, and please tell us more about how it all started.
Right, it was all the way back in 2007 when I was still working in Australia. I finished my studies in 2002 and I was actually getting a little bit frustrated for working for people. And the irony of the whole thing is basically I was actually a career manager where I actually help people to find the dreams of the job of their dreams, and yet there I was not doing something that I really like. So that was kind of a kickoff for me to actually realize that it's time for me to actually try to do something that I really want. And because since uni days I've always wanted to have my own business, so that is how it kind of triggered everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So that inspired you most about Red Ribbon Experiences?
Yes. And around the same time, because I was in Australia and I always buy gifts for my family and friends, and it was always a hassle because the only options that I have when it comes to gifting is always about flowers, hampers, and there is rarely something that appeals to me. And I think there was this instance where I bought a hamper for my mom for Mother's Day, and it turned out the bird nest that was inside, it's rubbery, and so mom was shocked. It's like, don't spend that kind of money anymore. And that is when I thought, I think Malaysia needs something that is very, e-commerce is growing in Australia and UK. There are so many options of online shopping, and yet in Malaysia, we just don't have that kind of things that is online. And for someone like me that is a Malaysian, but I'm based in overseas, and that convenience of buying online is just not there. So I did a lot of research, and I stumbled upon this concept of experience gifting. And in UK, it has been going around for the past 20 years. So that's how I kind of get inspired and decided that I think Malaysia is ready for something amazing like that.
I see.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, what is Red Ribbon Days all about?
It's all about gifting.
Okay.
But we are not giving you a tangible or physical gift. So we talk about gifting, we're giving you experience.
Right.
And the experience, the only thing that you can hold basically is the voucher. Okay, so the experience comes in a voucher that's delivered to the recipient, and so with the whole experience comes with memories, and it comes as well with time and love. So for instance, your best friend rarely have time for the family because he's always working. And then you realize that, okay, I think you need to get away. So for, let's say, their birthday or wedding anniversary, you decided to get like a 3-day, 2-night package for the experience. And with that, you're actually giving him the flexibility, okay, I need to take time off and spend time with my family, do something fun, spend time together, and that is a memory, that is an experience of a lifetime.
So who are your usual clientele?
We have the individuals like ourselves buying for your friends, families, and we have corporate that buys our experiences in terms of as reward and recognition. So basically they buy it to launch a product, as prizes, to thank their employees for job well done, to drive sales. And a new segment came out recently, which is the tourist.
Right.
We do a lot of tourists. We do a lot of customized packages for tourists that is visiting from UK, from Australia, from China. It's just amazing. Because they just come to us and say, okay, look, I want experiences kind of a holiday. I don't want the normal thing that travel agent gives us.
That's quite right.
It's boring. So we decided, okay, you come to Malaysia, you want to discover experiences around Malaysia. You want to do things that is available in Malaysia, like cultural cookout, you learn how to cook in a kampong, you want to know how to do dodol. So all this stuff, it becomes a customized package eventually.
So I guess this is the unconventional way of giving gifts to their loved ones.
Yeah.
You mentioned a few things like cooking for a day and being a pilot. Like we were watching the trailer at the back. I mean, we were watching some of the experiences. So what are your most famous requests that you usually get?
Okay, it depends. I would think it depends on the lifestyle and the type of people as well. Like for the individuals, the famous one would be, the popular one would be the flight and flying experiences, whereby you actually get to fly a plane for a day.
Wow.
Yes.
Many people do that, don't they?
Yes, heaps. A lot of people, they think that, oh my God, I've always wanted to know how it feels to be on the plane, taking control of the plane, and basically that is an experience that you truly experience once in a lifetime. You will just do it and remember it. And for those that is not into the adventurous stuff, then they'll be more daring when it comes to food. So we
Right.
have very popular dining experiences as well, and our getaway experiences is very popular as well, as I mentioned before, for tourists. That is a popular choice for them.
Right. Now, looking at the physical memorable experiences, what is your most memorable experience?
It has to be tandem paragliding.
Why is that?
Because we did it, I think I did it last year, and I was so full on myself because I thought that, okay, this is something that I can do it because it's not going to be hard, right? I'm just sitting on a tandem, there'll be someone, you know, like pulling the parachute. I don't have to do anything, I just close my eyes. So we took off and it was really fun. The first five, like, I was at 10, 20 seconds was like amazing. And after a while, the wind got harder, so it kept pushing the parachute higher and higher. And I started feeling a little bit sick. Yep, and we found out like the guy that was carrying me was a little bit underweight, and I was quite not that, you know, so that we are not really, you know, landing on time. But it was really amazing experience because, you know, when we landed, it was just like, oh my God, I just did something that I will really remember for a lifetime, because till today I still tell everyone about it. And even when I'm telling you now, like, I still remember the exact experience that I went through that time.
Is the adrenaline rush you can't forget?
Yes, you just go buzzing the whole day after that. That's
Now,
fun.
going back to RedRibbon Days experience, how is it different from every other vouchers? We've heard of people getting vouchers online, especially. How is it different from the others?
Okay, the flexibility.
Okay.
It has to be the flexibility. When you get a voucher, for instance, I shall not name names, but a specific voucher from a specific venue. There are a lot of terms and conditions attached to the voucher. Normally there's a short validity of like 2 months, and you can actually exchange it. With RedRibbon Days experiences vouchers, you can actually, there is a validity of 6 months, and for our corporate clients, we normally extend it to a year. And you can exchange it. So let's say I give you an experience and you have fear of heights.
I see.
You can actually use the experience voucher and exchange it to something that you actually like.
Right.
So the flexibility is there, and you can actually extend it even after the validity is over, and you can even transfer it.
So you're very consumer friendly, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They are very, very friendly.
And I understand that you can actually customize your own experience if you can't find any in the list given.
Yep.
Right? That is very flexible. I like that. Now, how do you sustain the excitement of this business to consumers?
Adding experiences every day. We have a team of hunter and gatherer that basically what they do every day is just hunt for new experiences to add on into our list. Across Malaysia wide, till today we have about 1,000 of experiences.
Okay.
And I think it's very important because we have a lot of returning customers, and every time they come to our website, they'll be like, okay, what's new, what's new? And they get excited when they see new stuff. And because we have so many different type of categories, from adventure, water, getaway, dining, outdoors, it has to continue growing, because then it excites people. If I come into the website and it's always the same stuff, you're going to get bored.
Okay.
Just like a fashion,
True.
online fashion thing, you have to go back all the time and you're expecting new stuff to excite people.
Right. Now, speaking of websites, do you have a website that we can check on to know more about the packages that we're entitled to?
www.redribbondays.com.my, or just give us a call at 0320935973.
Okay. It's all in the RedRibbon website. You can check it out there. Do you have any specific plans in the future, perhaps adding on to the list of excitement to the packages or anything else like that?
Yes. We have a lot of inquiries for franchise.
Franchising
across Asia.
So for now, it's based only in the
Malaysia.
Klang Valley area?
In Malaysia.
You can do it everywhere in Malaysia?
Everywhere, even in East and West Malaysia, Malacca, Johor. So the experiences are actually spread throughout Malaysia.
I see.
Yeah.
But most commonly, which state would it be done?
Within KL.
Within KL.
Yep, and Sabah is very popular as well.
What about the pilot experience, that one-day piloting? Do you have a specific terminal or?
Yes, we do in Subang.
You use the Subang airport.
Yep.
Right. Now, speaking of experiences, did you first start doing this when you were back in Australia and then brought the idea here, or you just thought of it, it was just sparked in you and you decided, hey, I'm going to do this for, out of the blue?
The idea was actually conceived in Australia when I was still working, 9 to 5, like a lot of normal people in the corporate world. And it was just then, you just decided that I'm not getting any younger. I need to do something that I really liked and I should be proud of. And that is when I just, you know, like I started snooping around the internet, doing a lot of stuff, and I wanted to do a business that is fun, that is happy, and something that I truly have finding pleasure doing it. And it has to be related to what I studied. And I had a, you know, degree in IT, so I thought it has to be e-commerce. It has to be something that is related to the internet. And so when I stumbled upon this concept, it was just exciting, and I thought, you know, like, I think it's time for me to pack my bags, come back to Malaysia. So I came back for good in 2007. So that was the first business plan was, you know, pan down the dining hall of the house.
Right.
So just kind of started from there.
And everything rest is, you know, is history.
Yes.
Well, you know, I would definitely suggest you break out from the mundane routine of your daily life. And, you know, it's so close to the weekends. You can definitely check out Red Ribbons, whether you can go experience one exciting, exhilarating experience for yourself and a memorable one, like you were just mentioning your
Tandem paragliding.
Yes, go for your paragliding or for your one-day pilot experience. Thank you for watching Bernama today. We will see you soon next week, the same time and same place, and see you then.